In my 40 plus years in the world of dance sport, I have seen a revolution in all sorts of ways in how competitions are run and the dance sport culture in the United States, where I'm broadcasting from. I'm going to cover some of those with you today. So the first thing I've seen, which I love, there's a lot more freedom in costuming. Okay. So in the dark ages, when I first started competing, they had very strict costume regulations. For example, for the ladies' gowns, they literally had a definition of at the championship level, you will have this many layers of feathers on the trim. Like, they have nothing like that today. And I love that there's an artistic freedom, fashion freedom. You like feathers? Great. You don't like feathers? Whatever. You like crinolines? Awesome. You like a slit? You can pull that off. You like bell sleeves? There's just so many possibilities. And I feel that's much more flattering to the dancers and their dancing, but also, just it's more visually appealing on the floor to see that great diversity. I love that. It also gives dancers a little more mileage out of those costumes. It used to be you kind of had to roll with whatever was in fashion that very finite number of years, and then the thing was garbage. So I love that. Okay. And guys, it used to be even worse than that before my day. If you look at some really old, like Blackpool videos, it almost looked like square dance outfits, like a short, poofy skirt. They all looked like identical dolls out there in the same costume in different colors. Hey, we've got a lot of pro ballroom dance friends here on our channel. Hey guys, if you happen to have a link for like an old YouTube video, I think everyone will get a big kick out of that. Post one of those old videos in the comments, because I'd enjoy seeing that too. They're funny. Okay, here's another kind of revolution I have seen. These competitions, frankly, used to be there were a lot of bitter enemies and people, comp owners vying for this finite number of students. And over the years, the NDCA has kind of reined this in terms of now the comps have to buy the sanction to be an NDCA comp. That didn't used to be the case. So when you see like NDCA comp and they're part of this national dance sport scholarship series, that the comp has paid thousands of dollars to be part of that. And what they get is they get exclusive access to having their comp on that coast that weekend. So they don't split up and fight over the competitors. There's not a comp, say, in LA and San Francisco in one weekend. They'll have one comp per coast per weekend. Okay. And that's great. That means these competitions are really working to complement each other and bring in more dancers, because you know what? If you run a big comp and no one shows up, you go banco, then there's no more comp. And I hate it to see comps close. I've seen many comps go under over the years, and I hate that. I think we, as the dancers, really benefit from having as many competition opportunities as we can get. Okay, so I think that's been a tremendous, fabulous development in the world of dance. Okay. It even goes as far as the NDCA kind of pooling the resources of all these comps. So the prime competitors that basically enter the most events by the end of the year get a scholarship award. And so the competitors are rewarded for attending multiple events and not just that one comp a year. So everyone is benefiting from that. There also used to be much, much more of honestly guys, it was an ugly rivalry between USA Dance and the NDCA. And I'm talking about behind closed doors, people puffing and tooting about, we're going to sue, we've consulted attorneys. They hated each other. And it's not something they really speak aloud about these days, but you know what? I was there, saw it with my own eyes. It was ugly. And these days, guys, if you pay for that NDCA competitor qualification, I believe that even comes with the USA Dance membership. Like that is teamwork. That is in the best interest of dance sport in a community, and not just we hate these people, we hate these people. I don't want to compete with that same little tiny crowd. I love mixing it up and sharing in all of our experiences. You know, because honestly, I think we, the competitors, don't give a rat's butt about that political stuff. We just love meeting each other and competing with as many people as possible. That's fun, and that helps our dancing, okay? Okay, so I've talked about the sanction comps. Now, as far as having Pro-Am awards, there's definitely, and tell me if I'm wrong, friends, my pro friends, you know, might have a different insight than I do, but it seems to me that there are more NDCA sanctioned events than there used to be. I could be wrong, but it's just an impression I have from what I remember over the years. If I'm wrong, friends, tell me, because I don't know what the actual number is. I don't even know if that's researchable online. It might just be something one of us has to remember. And it's not something I really paid attention to, you know, until like the last 10 years. So anyway, I would love to hear kind of your take on that. Okay, friends, I'm trying to cut my videos to a more reasonable viewing time. So I'm going to do one more follow-up video on this, because I have seen a number of things that are huge changes that I think are pretty darn good. Some are bad, most are good. And so I'm going to share that. Not tomorrow. I like to mix things up, but rest assured, I'm going to follow up and share some more info on this. And if you've seen changes since you've started ballroom dancing, I'd love to see that too. And I'm just broadcasting from my little area of the country and my little area of the world. So if you've seen something, if you don't mind sharing, I'd love to hear what part of the world that you're coming from as well. So guys, thanks for joining me today. I will see you first thing tomorrow with another hot ballroom dance topic. And happy dancing! Toodles!